theory also.
At least because if theory, it's better. If you do the theory as well, it's better. But at least if you are not doing the theory, please go through the question answers and try to find out the answers of these questions as well. Okay?
Okay,
Try
sir.
to go through them. They're important. Moreover, emphasize on understanding rather than mugging up. Emphasize on understanding. So till now we have discussed first law, Newton's first law. So Newton's first law, what does it tell? So unless an external force is applied, unless some force is applied, a body will not change its state. Okay. So if body is at rest, it will remain at rest unless a force is applied. Or if body is in motion, it will keep on moving in the same direction with the same velocity, with the same speed. Okay. So velocity won't change unless a force is applied. So a force is required to change the state of a body. This is our Newton's first law. Okay. To change the state, a force is required. Newton's first law tells that. Okay. What does Newton's second law tells? It provides magnitude
Quantity
of
value of force.
yes. So if you apply a force on a body, how much an acceleration is produced in that body? Okay. That magnitude the second law provides. Magnitude of acceleration produced in the body when a force is applied on it. It is provided by the second law of motion. Okay, these two laws doesn't tell the how the force will act on the body. This is our third law. Third law tells how the force is going to act on a body. Okay, so third law, to every action there is an what is action? Action is the force applied. To every action there is an
Reaction.
equivalent. There will be reaction. But what kind of reaction? Equal reaction, but opposite in direction. Equal and opposite reaction. This is clear. This is our third law of motion. Okay. If, for example, if force is applied on the body, okay. For example, I am pushing the block. So this block will apply the same force on me. Okay. I'm pushing the block with my hand. So now the force is applied by my hand on the block. Okay. If this is the force applied by the palm on the block, now the block will apply the force on the palm. It will be opposite in direction, but equal in magnitude. Okay, action and reaction, they are equal in magnitude, but opposite in direction. This is clear? So we take one example here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So when the body should be at rest.
When the body should be okay. Just see, they consider this example. Your doubt will be cleared here. Okay. For example, this is our book. Okay. Now, which force will be acting? The weight of the body, weight due to gravitational force. Okay. The book, it will keep on falling because the force is in this direction. Okay. Hold a book here and live. It will keep on falling. Okay. Now, if there is a table, if it is lying on the table, what will happen? If force is acting downward, okay, this book want to go downward because the force is acting in the downward direction. But this book is at rest. The reason is some force is opposing its motion. That is, there is some force equal to the weight. There is some force equal to the weight acting on this book, acting on the book. Okay, and since book is not moving downwards, it means both forces are equal but opposite in direction. This means the weight of the book is balanced by the reaction force by the table. This clear? If the reaction force is not sufficient, the book will penetrate the wood. It will penetrate the wood. Or take an example of sand. Okay, sand is there. We are having a brick. Okay, I have put one brick on sand. A loose sand is there. I have put one brick on sand. So what will happen? It will try to go downwards into the earth because it is applying force equal to the weight of the brick. But see here, as it touches the sand, some reaction force as well starts to build. Okay, it will keep on moving, it will keep on penetrating into the sand till this reaction force becomes equal to the weight of the brick. When both are equal, this brick will stop. Okay. The brick, its motion will stop because both forces are balanced now. Okay. The weight of the block and the reaction by the sand, they are balanced. So action is the weight of the block, weight of the brick, and the reaction is the force applied by the sand on the brick. They are equal but opposite in direction. So these two forces balances each other. The body does not move further. Is this clear now? This will be discussing more in detail in next chapter of thrust and all. Okay. Next chapter will be discussing this one. So here there is a reaction force. Mostly consider here. Okay. There will be reaction force on the book. So these two forces will be balancing. These two forces balances each other. The book doesn't move further. So resultant force on the book will be 0 because these two forces will be acting opposite to each other and equal in magnitude. So this is clear. Book is exerting the force on the table. That is the action force, reaction. So in reply to the action force by the book, the table exert a reaction force, reaction force, reaction force. This is clear. Action is there. In reply to this action force, we have the reaction force by the table. This is clear. Now we take one example. Okay, first we check this denotation. What does it mean? FAB. Okay, what does it mean? Force on A due to B. So we are having two bodies. Okay, A body and B body. FAB means force on B due to A. So force applied by this body on B, or force applied by this body on A. So force applied by body B on body A. FAB means force on A by B body. FBA means force on B due to A. Force on B due to A. Always remember this notation. Force on B due to A. Force on A due to B. This is clear. This notation. Force on A due to B. Force on B due to A. This notation always be clear with this. Okay, we'll be considering one example given in book. Okay, then we'll discuss the practical examples. Okay. Okay, so we are having a wall. Okay. These are the spring balances. Okay, this is how the spring balance is. Ring is there. And we have the spring. Okay, here it is attached. Now it is denoting 0, 1 kg, 1, 2 Newton, 3 kg, or mostly in kgs it is marked 5, 10 like this. And here we have the hook. Okay, when any substance is hooked, any body is hooked, the spring is pressed, compressed. So force is acting on the spring. In which direction? In this direction. And this force acting on the spring is equal to the weight of the body. Is this clear? So the spring get compressed. So second position of the spring will be like this. Compressed, and here 2 kg may be denoting. Okay, mostly it's in Newton because weight is in Newton, but we calibrate in kgs. Okay. Spring get compressed, and whatever reading shows that the weight of the body. Okay, mostly we are considered Newton only. Okay, so a force is acting downward on the spring. That is the action force on the spring. Okay, so more the weight, more the compression will be there. Now consider two springs. Okay, this is our wall, hook, here is the ring. Here the 0 kg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, and this is our spring. And here, both the hooks of the springs are connected together. So here the 0 kg, here the spring. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 10. Okay, now see here, this is our A spring balance, and this is our B. Okay, now pull. Spring balance A is pulled. This A is pulled. What will happen? If force will be applied on B. If force will be applied on B. So this spring starts to compress. So if force is applied on this is FBA. Force on B due to A. As this is pulled, spring A is pulled, what will happen? If force will be applied on the spring balance B and the spring get compressed. So there is an action force on B. There is an action force on B. What is force on B due to A? This is our action force. And as this compresses, what will happen? This will apply force on A. A spring as well starts to compress. And this will be our FAB. Force on A due to B. This is our reaction force. Okay. Both the spring balances will show the same reading. Why? Because action force is equal to the reaction force. They are showing the equal reading, and we can say action force is equal to the reaction force in magnitude. Okay, this is clear. See again. When the spring balance A is pulled, what will happen? This big spring starts to compress. Okay, and force is applied in this direction because it starts to compress. So force is applied in this direction. That is FBA. Force on B due to A. Now this spring as well starts to compress. That will force on A due to B. And both the forces are equal in magnitude. So in magnitude, FAB equal to FBA. In magnitude, they are equal. But in direction, they are opposite. So in direction, what will be there? If we consider them as vectors, FBA. These are the two forces, how they are related. So negative sign shows the direction. If this is in this direction, FBA will be opposite to it. But they are equal in magnitude. Is this clear? Any doubt? Anyone have doubt?
Excuse me.
Yes. Yes.
Why this law? So this third law of motion has been proven wrong. So not proven wrong. Why it has been said that it is incomplete?
Why? It's not incomplete. How can you
Sir,
say
it is
how it is an incomplete?
Sir, just before 1-2 weeks, just before 2 weeks, the news came know that a researcher of India, he says that it is incomplete.
Why he said so? I haven't gone to such.
Sir, when I read, he said that the action may be less. It could be less or it could be equal or even it could be more than the reaction. It means Newton didn't consider the shape of the objects. He missed
Okay.
that part.
Okay. One thing is that okay. If change in the shape produced by the force applied, you mean to say that for example, you punch a wall, there will be reaction force applied on your hand. It will hurt more if you punch a rubber wall. What will happen? Your hand will penetrate, will come to rest slowly. That's the Newton's second law again will go. That impact on the hand will be less because time has increased and force applied on your hand will be less. But still, it holds the true. And as you said that, he's saying that if you apply some force, reaction will be more. That can never happen.
It
This
could be
it may
less.
it could be less that okay. Here we are considering ideal cases. That means loss in energy. Because when we apply energy to something, energy is getting converted into many other stuffs as well, many other kinds of energy as well. Okay, I'll go through that researcher first, why he's saying so. Then only we can discuss on Wednesday or Thursday. We can discuss after 12:10. We can discuss on Wednesday. Okay, I'll go through that. But this law holds true. To every action, there is an equivalent reaction force. Okay, I'll go through him.
Sir, but when I read that, I was totally satisfied with him. But today, I don't remember the full reason, what full theory he gave. So
Okay,
again, I
I'll
have
go
to read.
through. I'll go through. If you have the link, please do send me on WhatsApp, or moreover, I'll search and go through that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
why he is putting such theory? Okay, okay. So
Answer
okay,
is proven right by international scientists, all other researchers. He was proven right.
okay. We'll discuss on Thursday after 12:10. Okay, I'll go through it first. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So any doubt till now? So now examples we can discuss.
Excuse
So
me,
one
sir.
example. Yes.
Sir, here in the diagram, it is given that hook of spring A is connected to hook of spring B.
Yes.
Sir, if we
Hooks are
connect
connected.
ring, sir, if we connect the ring of spring A to hook of spring B, then also the reaction and action will be equal.
Okay, that time see here. Ring. So spring is compressed in this direction 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Here again hook and ring 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It is pulled. Okay. Okay. In that case also, but see here, it for example, here 2 kg is there. Okay, 2 kg of force is applied. So here 2 kg of, here also 2 kg of will be shown. So action force, but it will be okay. Reaction force will be same way, but we won't be able to see that. Okay, leave that for time. I will discuss afterwards this one.
Okay, sir.
Here reaction force is there. Now if you consider reaction force, hook is we will discuss this afterwards. Okay. Action, reaction, they will always be opposite in direction in here as well. Okay. We will discuss it after. Any more doubts? Okay. So one example we already discussed. If a book is lying on the table, it will apply weight in the downward direction. So book will apply weight in downward direction, and the table will apply same force, equal force, but in opposite direction. That will be the reaction force. And these two forces balances each other. So book lies at rest on the table. They balances each other. So resultant force is 0. Now the second example we discuss, pushing a wall. Okay. So when you push a wall, okay. So when you are pushing a wall, you apply force on the wall. The same force the wall you apply on your hand. The same force it will apply on your hand. Both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. This is clear. If you apply less force, less impact will be there on your hand. If you apply more force, more impact will be on your hand. Okay, so same force the wall will apply. Next is motion of a boat away from the shore. Okay, so for example, this is the shore and this is our boat, the old man. Okay, so what we'll do? the man uses the bamboo stick or the oar, okay, to apply force on the shore. Okay, he applies force on the shore. Okay, and what the shore will do? It will apply the force back. This is how the boat will move away from the shore. Okay, the oarman applies force on the shore. The shore will apply equal and opposite force on the oar, and indirectly it will move the boat away. Or the motion of a boat in water. What the oarman will do? It will move the oar backward. It will push the water backward. So pushing the water backward. As the water is pushed backward, the water will apply the same equal and opposite force. This is how the water will push the oar forward and boat will move forward. Is this clear? The oarman pushes the water in backward direction. He pushes the water in backward direction with the oar. The water pushes the boat in forward direction. Equal and opposite force. Next is firing the bullet. So what happens when we fire a bullet? Okay, what happens when we fire the bullet? So see here, as we fire the bullet, here the gases are builds up. The gases here, the gunpowder burns and it expands. So it applies force on the bullet. So bullet moves in forward direction, and bullet in turns apply force on the gun. So the gun recoils. When we fire, the bullet moves in forward direction. So the gun applies force on the bullet in forward direction. In turn, the bullet applies force on the gun. That is the recoiling force. So gun recoils back. It feels force backward. They are equal and opposite in direction. Is this clear? Next is the rocket motion. So here we have the fuel. Now, as this fuel is burned, it starts to expand. High pressure builds, and through nozzle, these gases are being pushed outwards. So they are pushed backward. They are pushed down. So what will happen? A force is generated in this direction, and in turn, there is a opposite force. It pushes the rocket in forward direction, in upward direction. So downward, the gaseous pushes out the nozzle downwards. In turn, the rocket is pushed up. So they are equal and opposite forces. Okay. Next is how walking on the ground. How we walk on the ground. Consider this leg. Okay. What we do? We push the ground backward. So there is an action force on the ground. There is an action force on the ground. We push the ground backward, and due to friction, we try to push the ground backward. Now there will be a reaction force. The ground pushes in opposite direction. Now, how we are walking horizontally? It will have two components: horizontal component as well as vertical component. So horizontal components helps in walking horizontally. Is this clear? When we push the ground backward, the ground pushes us back with equal force in the opposite direction. Okay, and there must be friction between ground and our shoe or foot. Okay, if there would have been no friction, we will slip on the ground.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So, like the gun applies a force on the bullet, and the bullet applies an equal force on the gun.
Yes. Okay. So consider this as the nozzle.
But then, how
okay.
the bullet moves ahead?
Okay. Bullet moves. So see here, the gunpowder is burnt. It expands. Again, the gases expands, and it applies pressure on the bullet. And it has only the way to move forward. Okay. Here the gases are builds up. They pushes the bullet in forward direction. The bullet moves in forward direction. In turn, what happens? The gun is pushed backward. The bullet, here the pressure builds up. The bullet moves in forward direction. The gun recoils in backward direction with the same force. This is same as the rocket. Consider as the rocket.
Okay.
Here we have nozzle. The gases are pushing out.
Not understood.
Yes.
Not understood, sir.
The gun.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Consider it like this. Okay. Here the wall. You are running and you hit the wall. What will happen? You are pushed again away from the ball, from the wall. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the nose. Okay. This is the. Okay. Here we have the bullet. Okay. So when gases
Okay.
burns out, what will happen? Gases burns out. Here the gunpowder is there. It burns out. It tries to expand. High temperature, high pressure builds up in the nozzle of the gun. It builds up. Now it tries to expand. So where it can move. It can apply. It will apply force on the bullet. The bullet will move in the forward direction. In turn, a reaction force is applied. This bullet in turn applies force on the gun and it recoils back with the same force.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if in the case of rocket, the rocket is not moving with the speed of light, so how its mass changes as the velocity increases?
Okay, see here, the gases all are present in the rocket. So they are having the mass. They are having the mass. Now, as the gases leaves the rocket, that mass is being separated from the total mass of the rocket. So mass of the rocket keeps on decreasing as these gases are burning and pushing out of the nozzle. Okay. And as well in rockets, see here, in rockets there are stages. First stage, second, third stage. So first, the total mass is this much. It has the gases. Now, as the gases starts burning, they are leaving the rocket. Its mass keeps on decreasing. Keeps on decreasing. Now, this whole part is removed. Now the second stage starts to burn. Again, its mass keeps on decreasing. Now the third stage starts to burn and its mass again keeps on decreasing. So the rocket mass, as it moves up, its mass keeps on decreasing because the gases, they keeps on burning and leaving the rocket. So mass keeps on decreasing. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one example
Sir,
you can do.
this means that this disapproves that rule that until and unless a body is moving with a velocity more than that of light, its mass changes. At that time, it changes. So then it disapproves that rule.
It doesn't disapprove. If body is constant mass, it is moving with the speed of light, or more than that, its mass changes with the speed of light. See here, with the velocity, the mass keeps on changing. Even a body is moving slightly, its mass changes, but that mass change is very, very, very small. Okay, more the speed, more the change in mass. Okay, so we usually neglect the change in mass if speed is less than speed of light. Okay, if even a body this is moving, its mass is changing, but that change is very, very, very less. So we don't consider that change in mass. When its velocity becomes comparable to the speed of light, nearly equal to the speed of light or more than the speed of light, its mass change will be more, and that we have to consider at that moment. Okay, with speed the mass changes, but with less speed as compared to the speed of light, the mass change is very small. So we usually neglect that change in mass.
But it is not coming.
Yes, what is not coming?
Your voice.
Voice. Is it clear? The voice.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can do one example. Fill air in the balloon. Okay. Fill air in the balloon. Now just leave. What will happen? The gases will start to move out. The gases move out. The balloon moves in forward direction. Gases rushes out, and those gases. So there is an action force in this direction, and there will be reaction force on the balloon. Balloon will move in this direction.
There's 360 already.
Two more examples are there. Let's discuss that. Okay. So Tamanna, please mute yourself. Tamanna, mute yourself. Okay. So see here. When you are near the shore, okay, when you are stepping out from the boat on the shore, what will happen? You will, okay, this is your leg, okay, with your foot you will push the boat backward. When you are stepping out the boat, you will push the boat backward and you will step on the shore. So what will happen? As you push the boat backward, the boat will push your foot in forward direction. It will push you in the forward direction. You can step on the shore. Okay. So see here, as you apply force on the boat will move in. Is this clear to you? As you are pushing the boat, as you are stepping out of the boat, you push the boat in this direction, and the boat moves away from the shore. It moves away from the shore. You have seen it. The boat, it moves little bit downward and then moves backward. And you are stepped out of the boat. So to prevent this movement in backward direction, the boatman first tie it on the shore. Is this example clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And catching of the ball, we have already discussed. When we catch the ball, what happens? The ball applies force on the palm, and the palm applies equal force on the ball to catch the ball. So action force and the reaction force by the palm. Okay. And how we can delay the impact? How we can reduce the impact? By increasing the time for catching it. By increasing the time of the ball for coming it to the rest. By increasing the time for the ball to come to the rest. We have done that. Momentum, change in momentum, F delta T. Okay. If we increase the time, the momentum remains same. If we increase the time, the force, the impact will be less on hand. We will discuss that in second law. Here delta P, momentum. Okay. Any doubt in this chapter?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please explain the fifth point once more.
Fifth point, firing of a bullet. So consider this as the nozzle, okay? Here we have the bullet, okay? The gun applies force
Sir.
on the bullet. Yes?
Sir, but initially the bullet is not at the nozzle. It must be some backward, no?
Okay, okay, listen here. Okay. Okay, here is the bullet, okay? And here we have the gunpowder. Now the trigger, okay? So when we apply the force on the trigger, a spark generates here with high impact. So here it starts to burn. High temperature is developed. The gunpowder starts to burn. As it starts to burn, what will happen? It doesn't has here. It doesn't as it expands. It doesn't have the room for expansion on these sides. but on the front, the bullet is lying here. So it has room in this direction to expand. So here the gunpowder burns, it expands. As it expands, what will happen? It will push the bullet. It will push the bullet in forward direction, and bullet rushes out of the nozzle. So this is our action force. This is our action force. And the reaction force, how the reaction force? As it is pushed in forward direction, this bullet will force the gun to recoil in backward direction. It will be pushed in backward direction. So action force of the bullet on the gun. Action force is the gun on the bullet. That is the action force. Reaction force, the bullet does on the gun.
Sir, understood.
Okay. Okay. There's one more very important here. The action and reaction force, they are not acting on the same body. They are not acting on the same body. They are acting on different bodies. You can see the boat and the person foot. When they are stepping out, what will happen? The foot is pushing the boat. That means force is action force. It is on the boat. And the reaction force, the foot is pushed up. So action force is on the boat. Reaction force is on the foot. Here as well on the table, book lying on the table. Action force on the table. Reaction force on the book. So they do not cancel each other. Is this clear?
Sir, can you please tell when we have to submit the physics lab manual?
Okay, do complete it and keep it. Okay,
Sir, completed.
if completed is good. Okay, do complete it within this week. Okay, okay, we stop here.
I have submitted.
It's okay if you submitted, but keep it. Okay, that has to be, I think it has to become submitted at school. Okay, so I'll tell you when to submit. Okay. Okay, we'll stop here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, on that day, if we can't submit, then
It's don't worry, I'll give you good length of time. Okay. For example, 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, or a month. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, up to which experiment we have to done? Ma'am, sir, I have done up to 4.2.
Yes, that's only 4.2 we have to do up to that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So time is now.
Sir, attendance.
Yes. Yes. One more thing. Okay. Find in 3rd exercise. Find the answer for 14th question. Okay, that's very important question.
Thank you, sir.
14th question. Try to find the answer. Okay. Comment on the statement. The sum of the action reaction force on a body is not zero. Is zero. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Whether this statement is correct or not. Okay. Do find the answer for that.
Thank you,
This
sir.
is very important. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you, sir.